Mr. Brown ought to be here any minute, but why don't I walk you through the aerial survey and site plan until he arrives?
What do you think they're getting per square foot over there?
Sorry?
What kind of money are they getting for that space in the business park?
I'm sure I don't really know, Mr. Mayor.
Guesstimate.
I haven't a clue.
I bet a bundle. I bet a bundle, Nate.
It's Saturday, for heaven's sake. Will you please look at this thing and get going?
Trish talked with him 10 minutes ago. He ought to be here, in a minute or so, but I can get started.
Let's get this show on the road.
All right. This is the 6-block area. We vacate the alleyways and create a superblock site. You follow?
Superblock, yeah.
Let me orient you. Neighborhood serving retail, upmarket women's shoes and apparel, fine dining, fountains, textured hardscape, just like stone, even an indoor children's playland. It's a pedestrian-friendly, relatable space. And then on this superblock site, I give you Cortona.
Cortona. Cortona.
It really, I think, expresses simplicity, beauty, and elegance, if I do say so myself. Actually, I think it creates sort of an Aristotelian unity. And the icing on the cake. 170 condominium units for the discriminating consumer. It totally redefines the urban fabric.
I like it.
I think it's fantastic.
Pardon me, but I don't see the low-income units.
There are no low-income units at Cortona.
We'll build whatever the city requires off-site.
Off-site?
Sure, we pay the in-lieu fees, and we'll build them...
In East Orange.
Not exactly. My partners and I have found the perfect parcel out on Maple Avenue. We'll build our low-income units out there. You know what they say? Out of sight?
Out of mind.
That's all well and good, gentlemen. But what about the current owners?
Hey, Jennifer. Lizzie from the Paisley set. Yeah. Give me the L'Oreal lightener. The £1 tub. Give me 3 of them. And 10 boxes of foils. Oh, and a gallon of Barbicide. Right. Right. Cheers, darling.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, Samantha. Just coffee. And a to-go cup?
Large?
Perfect.
Got it.
Is Leonard here?
He's in the back.
I'm just gonna hit the loo.
Well now, good morning.
Had to see you before work.
Anybody see you come in?
Man, I can't wait till Monday night.
Monday?
Yes, the city, remember? Ozello's on Mulberry Street.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
Well, you see, Monday night is Deanne's book club night, and I'm in charge of the kids on Monday night, so I'd have to get a sitter. And Deanne's gonna be suspicious if I get a sitter.
Well, why don't you think about it? I gotta get to work.
I want to.
I know.
And one more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sam, dear, Baloo, you're out of paper towels.
Okie dokie.
All right, you. I'm turning on the lights. Bollocks. Up to your old tricks, eh, Dal? God, Mayher, you scared me to death. What are you doing here?
I work here, Lizzie. You could have killed me, you know. I was putting a penny in the box and you flicking the switches. I could have gone up. Poof.
I gotta call an electrician. Now that's more like it.
I heard you up here. Talking to the ghost again. Why do you believe in ghosts? Unless I'm mistaken, Christians aren't supposed to believe in spirits.
That's all right, dearie. I'm Scottish. Yes, Mayher, we believe in ghosts and brownies and silkies and howlers and griffins. Why are you in so early?
The wedding party.
Oh, crikey, I forgot.
Oh my God, the florist isn't there yet. Mom, did you hear that? The florist isn't there.
Jax, a red Velcro. Whoop, cheers.
This is a disaster.
She will be there.
The point is she's not there, Mother.
Hold your head straight, dear.
Why don't you call Daddy?
What can Daddy do? He can't even hire a responsible florist.
Hand me your phone.
You didn't bring your phone? I'm getting married today and you didn't bring your phone.
They won't let me have a cell phone.
Cell phones are overrated, dude.
Thank you.
But I need one.
They're the bane of humanity.
What's a bane? I need it for school.
Hey, you do not need a cell phone distracting you in the classroom.
Don't stunt her growth, Mother. Might as well, now, just forget the entire wedding.
Now what?
Daddy's pants don't fit.
Oh, for goodness sakes, they can let them out.
In 1 hour? He's got to be at the church hall in an hour to pay the florist, who, by the way, is not there.
You need to relax, dear. Today is your day to shine.
I cannot shine when everyone's screwing up.
Listen, you got a good man and a diamond ring on your finger, you know? The wedding is pure gravy. We should all be so lucky. Everyone's in an updo, am I right?
Except mine is the biggest.
Oh, for God's sake.
Of course, dearie. You're queen for a day, and your beautiful hair will be your crown. Come on.
Good morning, ladies. I have a certified letter for Miss Lizzie, and I need a signature.
Lizzie, you have to sign for something.
Good morning, beautiful. How are you today?
Good morning, Craig. What's this one?
I got a certified letter for you today.
Paid my taxes.
Oh, that's all right. You're still beautiful. You have a great day.
You do that.
Thank you.
Bloody hell. Mayher, can you cover?
Yeah, of course.
Back in a sec.
Great restaurant on Route 46. Happy hour. You gotta go with me.
Mr. Mayor.
Lizzie Munro, right? I try to keep everybody's name right at the tip of my fingertips.
What in the hell is this?
Hey, take it easy. Have a seat. Would you like some coffee? Maybe, what do we got? What about this juice here?
An explanation, that's what I want.
Well, this is notice from the planning department that tells everybody what's gonna go on around here.
Eviction from my own property.
Eminent domain.
My domain.
Look, it's all legal. Come on, Lizzie. It's how you give the old town a little nip and a tuck. Gets rid of the blight.
Blight?
Improves the tax base. You do want to improve the tax base, don't you?
What are you talking about? My father left that building to me, and I've worked my fingers to the bone to pay it off.
Hey, is that Lizzie? Where is she going now?
Leonard,
Lizzie, what a surprise.
have you seen this?
I got a letter, sure.
I just had a very interesting chat with Tiny Provenzano. eminent domain, they're calling it. They're gonna force us to take a piddling sum for our buildings, whether we like it or not. Then they're gonna scrap the whole business and put up some fantasy land with Cold Stone Creamery and Baby Gap, right here in Old Town.
You're right. That's what I understand.
I just paid off that building, Leonard.
Yeah, that's hard, but look on the bright side. It could mean cash in our pockets. I could swing a divorce. I could make alimony, and then you and I could... Okay, look. We'll talk about it when we're able to, okay?
I know. Sorry for barging in like this. Anyway, gotta get back to my ladies. I'll just call you Monday or something.
Yes, we'll talk Monday. Can I get you something in the meantime? We have a new burger on the menu.
Hey, are you hungry? CJ's at a rally and I'm at loose ends.
I don't know. I'm knackered.
Come on, it's my treat. Don't make me eat alone.
It's awful good of you to sacrifice your Saturday night for the old boss. You know, you might just be in line for a raise.
I will make a note of that. Since when do you smoke?
Since today, dear.
What's up, cuties? You want to keep us company tonight?
Yeah.
In their dreams.
The whole thing sucks. I'd hate to see the old block turn into a pile of bricks.
Me too.
It's just greed.
Here. And it's not just my business. When you girls turn up food on the table, it's bigger than that.
Yeah. I mean, what about our ladies? Don't forget them and their froths and their tips.
Oh, God, how can I? You know, my father left my mom and my brother and me in Stirling when I was 8. Broken-hearted. So, I did my beauty school stint in Glasgow. And as soon as I knew one end of my shears from the other, I tracked the bastard down. All the way to Manningtree, New Jersey.
Of all places.
Yeah. But by the time I got here, he'd already been dead a year. And all he left was the building. And a failing little haberdashery. And a monstrous mortgage. You know, in a weird way, I'm thankful for him and his folly. I met some nice people here. I learned to drive in 3 foot of snow and eat hot dogs with yellow mustard.
Well, there you go. What about a nightcap?
Right you are.
Jeez. Nice break.
I love Manningtree. I love my customers. I love cutting and flat ironing and perming the lot of them. I really do. I'll be sad to leave it. So sad, Jax.
Come on, you're not leaving. Your friends are here. What about bowling night? What about Len?
What about him?
You'll be together someday.
Men. Pah. If I had any sense, I'd become a lesbian. Then I think about the fights. Females are fierce. See me. You can.
I can.
Put 2 of them together? Crikey, what a mess. Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
A word, Mr. Berry. My name is Lizzie Munro. I own the building at 150 Main Street. I need to talk with you about a letter I received.
It's my lunch hour, Miss Monroe.
It's my building, and your town is going to seize it.
We'll negotiate a fair price, Miss Monroe. You have nothing to worry about.
What if I refuse to negotiate?
With all due respect, Miss Monroe, you can't refuse. Supreme Court, 2005, Kelo versus New London, Connecticut. We have the authority to condemn and clear private property if we can't come to a reasonable accommodation with you.
Are you saying you can take my property without my consent? That cannot be right.
In America, Miss Monroe, progress is always right. Cortona is progress. Ipso facto, Cortona is right.
That's all we have on Cortona. Let's see. At $1 copy, that'll be $110.
$110?
We take checks.
Holy cow. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 110.
Thank you. I'll be back in a minute with your receipt.
You hear the expression of fly in the ointment?
Yeah.
Just had a visit from a certain Lizzie Munro. That's what she's gonna be. I think you better call her friend.
Okay. He'll deal with it. Don't worry about it. Warren, Tiny, how's it hanging? Yeah, well, we have a little problem. Abroad.
So, what about us,
What do you mean?
Leonard?
What can I say to you, Lizzie, that I haven't already said? Deanne doesn't understand me. We haven't had a physical relationship in, well, a long time. We're separated. What do you want from me?
Does Diane know you're separated? You still live with the woman. For all I know, you still sleep in the same bed.
Now, Lizzie.
Here's the thing about affairs, Leonard. You canna help me. If I'm in trouble, you canna help me. Or comfort me. Or fight for me. At least not in public. And I'm in trouble. Big, bollocky trouble.
I will fight for you, Lizzie, I promise. Everything's gonna be all right.
No, Leonard, not tonight. Good night. And these lights come on when they want to. And every time we turn on more than one dryer, zap, everything goes down.
Well, it's no wonder. With the electrical service of this building, you'd be lucky to light up a family of gnats. Where'd you say the fuse box was?
It's in the basement, down the hall to the right. I'll show you.
Hi, can I help you?
Oh, well, I need a haircut.
Shampoo and a haircut?
What do you think?
I think you look great, but if you insist, follow me. Have a seat. Can I take your coat?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Right here?
Yes. So, Lizzie can help you, can you?
Of course.
I'll prep the patient for you.
Miss Munro, you need a sub panel. Gotta get those circuits out of the basement, fire code.
All right. Yes, you'll get me a bid ASAP.
Tomorrow.
Brilliant.
Have a good one.
Hi, I'm Lizzie.
I'm Warren.
So, what do we want today?
Haircut?
Shampoo?
Great.
Brilliant. Right this way. Right here. Comfortable?
This is great.
These things once came so easy. One night after another, I had words to open and words to pour, but they don't work miracles anymore. So I hope you know what these 3 words are for. Oh, I hope you know what these 3 words are for.
Sorry, ma'am, we're closed.
Bernie, let me in.
Come on. I want to show you something. You're just in time. Those bags I bought in Vicksburg just arrived. Beaded. Beautiful. Bendels. Circa 1920. I let it go for $90.
What would I do with a beaded bag?
You never know.
Listen, Bernie, do you know about this?
What is it?
It's a letter from the township. There's probably one just like it in that pile of unopened mail.
I just got home last night, for God's sake. I've barely had enough time to brush my teeth.
Open it.
Oh, I-95 was a freak show. Pile up. Spotsylvania. 10 cars and a tractor trailer. I mean, what part of slow down do people not understand? Oh, my God.
Read on.
No way.
Yes. We're all going to be swept up into a giant dustpan and dumped God knows where.
All of us?
The whole neighborhood.
What can we do?
I haven't thought that far. I wanted to talk to you first. Not that many of us old-timers left.
No, old-timer. How kind?
We could hire an attorney, I suppose.
Attorney? Is it that serious?
If we don't sell, they'll take.
Liz, I just refinanced this place. I can barely afford the mortgage, much less pay a fortune to some lawyer like, hello, what's your hourly? 300. Oh, perfect. Can you help us? Maybe yes, maybe no. We lose. Broke again. Bank takes the building. Precious antiques out on the street, roll-in credits. I mean, thank God for Robert's Air Force pension. What are you doing? You can't sit there.
Please, Bernie, try to focus.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's mid-century. Mint. Oh, I have a buyer in mind. Gorgeous man, about 50, tall, graying, but married.
You're not exactly single.
True. But a man can dream, can't he?
Bernie, tell me one thing.
Anything.
Will you be selling out to these bastards?
What do I look like, a wuss?
expected loss in the second quarter. The telecom equipment maker Tuesday posted its first quarterly operating loss in 16 years. Company CEO Christopher Galvin says that the earliest signs of a turnaround will come with a gradual increase in sales and profitability in the second half.
Hello?
Hey,
40 minutes late. I was about to give up and go to sleep.
I'm sorry, something came up.
I'm sorry about the other night, Len. I'm just...
I know.
You know.
Yes, darling, I know sometimes you get impatient with me and my circumstances, but at the same time, we gotta keep our eye on the ball, okay? We're a perfect match, Lizzie. Physically, intellectually, spiritually. You know it, and I know it, okay? It's all about timing. We gotta be patient. We're gonna be together soon.
I'm worried about Old Town, Len.
Well, you know, we'll deal with that when the time is right.
We gotta figure out how to derail this thing straight away. We need to make sure everybody in Old Town knows about it and is ready to fight. You're with me on this, right, Len?
Oh, the dog's getting a chill.
Leonard.
Hey, come in for breakfast tomorrow, okay? I'll make you a Denver omelet.
Good night.
Night.
I'm liking this color quite a bit.
It's good. Sono sempre giovane. Makes me look young.
Ah, but you are young, Mrs. Provenzano. You look a lot younger than your nephew.
Wow, poor thing, it's the weight. Wouldn't kill Tiny to miss a meal every once in a while.
I've got a bone to pick with that man.
A bone?
Word on the street is the town council is hooked up with some big-time developer. Now they're telling us we all have to sell up or be condemned. All of us. Macintoshes, Bernie's.
Len's coffee shop.
Len's. Damiano's drugs. Dear old man Sydney and his hardware store. Tiny's leading the charge.
From Bedford Falls to downtown Disney in one swell foop.
And they're giving you pennies on the dollar, right, Lizzie?
I think that's how it works.
Oh, honey, that doesn't seem right.
Well, you might ask Tiny about it. I tried to talk to him, but he's dead keen on this project. He gave me the brush off.
No, that can't be right. No, let me tell you. Now, I happen to know that Tiny's had his eye on some of these buildings for a long time. He loves them. He wants to fix them up. I mean, between you and me, Tiny's been biding his sweet time, waiting for the older guys to retire and sell up.
Is that so? What have you got there about sufficiency of evidence?
It says here, a court confronted with a plausible accusation of impermissible favoritism to private parties should conduct, got that? A careful and extensive inquiry into whether, in fact, the development plan chronology is of primary benefit to the developer and private businesses which may eventually locate in the plan area, and in that regard only of incidental benefit to the city. Exhausting.
Crikey. Incidental benefit, what does that mean?
We're screwed?
I don't know, let me look at that. Hey, you know who built our library?
No. Roosevelt?
Andrew Carnegie.
As in Judy?
Judy Carnegie?
Judy at Carnegie. All that is?
Oh, aye, exactly.
How fabulous.
He was the richest man in the world back in the 1800s. Born in Scotland, stone's throw from my own hometown. Came to America as a boy.
What in God's name was he doing in Manningtree?
Oh, I don't think he ever set foot in Manningtree. Pittsburgh's where he ended up. Made a fortune in steel and coal. Billions. And when he got old, he gave it all back.
To who?
To us, dear. To the people.
So Mr. Carnegie built the Manningtree Library.
Manningtree and a few thousand others. All over the United States, all over the world. He's a true Scotsman, Bernie. He had faith in the power of everyday people.
That sounds like my Aunt Minnie. She was a communist. Before she died, she wrote Marxism for Dummies. Died in her penthouse on the Upper East Side.
No.
I wish I could have a cigarette. Ash?
Nah, you're on your own.
Suit yourself.
Tim and me, we've given it up. Big tobacco's not gonna run our lives.
A principled decision, eh?
Tim's a political science major.
Of course.
He's got a job at town hall.
Does he?
Maintenance man.
Well, good. So, is it serious between you two?
You mean birth control serious or wedding serious?
I suppose I mean marriage.
No, we're good. We're tight. We're just not in the box yet.
I see.
I mean, it's not like it's a hookup or anything. Hookups suck, especially for chicks.
How do you mean?
You know, right? There's like what you want, right? You know? You know, love me, you're hot, pay attention to me, you'll do anything to get nothing. That's a hookup. Then there's, hey, I'm important. I'm gonna pay attention to me. And by the way, dude, who said you could drink my last beer? That's when you're ready for true love. Nice!
We aim to please. Holy Toledo. Getting that fuse box out of the basement was a slog.
Hey, CJ's here. Do you mind if I go? I don't have any clients till tomorrow at 2.
No, go ahead.
A bientôt.
So long, Jax. Hello, Leonard. How's things?
Lizzie Munro, how's by you?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, just talking, just restaurant business talk, trying to boost the bottom line, you know, recession-proof the thing, you know. That's what it's all about in a low-margin business.
Indeed. Well, I wondered if you're free to Macintosh's happy hour. Thought you might want to join me and a few friends. Quick drink, chat about local commerce.
Why, sure. I tell you what. Meet you there in 5.
5's good. Take 10 if you need it.
10 it is. Save me a cocktail banger.
Will do.
David Chimeng Wang, I think, and he's off the DL soon, so we can go to a game. Huh?
Best thing about baseball is the hot dogs.
Hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
Thank you. You Scots are a morose bunch.
Not ordinarily.
Then what? Sentimental?
Ordinarily defiant. Tonight, disappointed.
In me?
In me.
Please, Lizzie, this thing is bigger than the both of us. We got caught in the undertow.
Please, Leonard. Stop before you say something you truly mean. Look at me, Leonard. Look at where I am.
The Paisley set?
Yes, Leonard. I'm parked in front of my building. And I cannot seem to get you interested in helping me save this building. Or Old Town. Or your own backside. Len, I need you.
We can talk about all this at the culinary trade show.
No, Leonard. There will be no trade show.
But I made reservations. Orlando, the Radisson. pina coladas by the pool. It'll be like it used to be.
What's happened to you?
As you can see in this slide, our timeline is aggressive but achievable. 18 months from city entitlements to vesting. Cortona, physically possible, financially feasible, maximally productive, legally allowable, the highest and best use.
Warren, can you talk to us about our exposure?
Minimal. Once our concrete is poured in the ground, in other words, once we're vested, we can't be touched.
What about the opposition?
Gary?
It's simple. We can hit them with a slap suit. Strategic lawsuit against public participation. It's the best way to deal with any insurgency.
Philip, these are mom and pop operations. They can't afford to lawyer up in any meaningful fashion. And besides, what we don't already own, our friends do.
Holy shit, this place is a maze.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Mayor Anthony Provenzano.
You must be the money guys.
I'm the guy.
How are you?
This ends the study session to consider the pending development agreement with North Sea Assets SA. The next regular meeting is set for July 25th. I will circulate the agenda, Mr. Mayor.
Right. Great. We're done. Are we done?
Are we adjourned, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, sure.
Well, then gavel us out of here, please. I have things to do.
I second that emotion.
My sitter bill's in 15-minute increments. I gotta go.
Adjourned. So, is this your new hobby?
Well, Tiny, I've lived here for 20 years and have never once dropped in to see what all the excitement was about. Town council is really inspiring.
Inspiring.
Yes, indeed. The back and forth, the parliamentary procedure. It's fascinating. I've really missed out. You know, I think it's so important to have an understanding of how things work in these United States.
Things? What things?
The people's business. Democracy in action. I'm enthralled. As a matter of fact, I may bring my chums the next time.
What's that woman up to?
No good, Nate. No damn good.
Tiny, my man. I'm on my way to a meeting. How may I be of service? Lizzie Munro. This is a minor obstacle. I'm already taking care of it. Well, my people have a saying, Tiny. All cats are gray in the dark.
Uh-oh, Mr. Hardy has returned. Back for more.
Warren, is it?
It's good memory.
I'm good with faces. What can we do for you?
I'm just a trim. I like to keep it neat.
I can fit you in.
Congratulations, Mr. French.
So back at you. And your wonderful company, too. What a winning bunch of folks.
No, you're the real winner, Mr. French.
Huh. So, given any thought to what you're going to do to the old place?
Oh, I don't know. Hire a wrecking ball?
Is it going to be cash or check?
We're lucky. I have cash.
We're lucky indeed. That'll be 30.
Perfect.
Tell me, Warren, shall we make out a file card for you?
How can I say no? I'm sorry for being so bold, but would you consider having dinner with me tomorrow night?
Yes, I would give that serious consideration. That's my cell.
Great.
Dude, that never happens.
Not to me, it doesn't.
We'll have the Dutton Goldfield Pinot, please.
So, you're looking for real estate in Manningtree.
Yeah, but I'm taking my time. My consulting practice gives me that luxury.
What do you consult on?
A little this, a little that. Urban planning mostly.
Town planning.
Well, nowadays they just call it urban planning. It's sort of a semantic thing. Towns are
disappearing.
Evolving.
I've never really understood what consultants do.
That's sort of a broad term.
A catch-all, is it?
Well, let's see. I help make things happen for a variety of concerns on a variety of fronts. My consulting practice allows me to set my own schedule, vacation when and where I want. I have a house on the Dalmatian coast. That is when my BlackBerry lets me out of my cage. But I'm more interested in what you do.
What I do? I cut color and style hair. It's pretty simple.
They say simplicity is happiness.
Oh, well. Happiness is another matter. I go to work to forget the complications in my life.
Please, let the lady.
That's very nice.
So tell me about these complications.
You know how if you don't keep your hair trimmed, you get split ends? Wee things going this way and that. It's a mess. So you get your shears, you trim off the ends, and your hair looks healthy again. It takes on a new shape. Well, that applies to life. Life has little complications. Going this way and that, not leading anywhere. You gotta get rid of them, and then your life takes on a new shape. That's my philosophy, anyway. At this time in my life, Warren, my shears are in my hand.
You and your scissors don't scare me.
You'll see in your packets, we've arrived at purchase agreements with a substantial number of Old Town property owners.
Stan Singleton, Dennis Howe, Andrew McIntosh, Leonard French. Len's Cafe is going away?
Good riddance.
I assume he'll be relocating to Route 22.
Where he belongs.
What's wrong with Route 22?
Len French drove a hard bargain. He landed a 600 square foot space in a new project, an upscale little coffee place. Real sweetheart lease.
What do you know? The guy's got some gonads.
North Sea is currently working with Samuelson's Leather Goods and having a look at the Paisley Set property.
What about Bernie Depper?
And Bernie Depper.
Bernie's Antiques.
I don't need to tell you, these are ongoing and sensitive negotiations. All that remains is certification of the environmental impact report. That's the bound document in your packet.
So, we vote on this.
Correct.
I think we have the votes now.
I say go for it.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Not so fast. It has to be approved in a public meeting with 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, come on, fellas.
That's what the town charter says.
He's right, Tiny. 2 weeks' notice.
I'm having my gallbladder out in 2 weeks.
No, you're not. Bonnie, post that notice. Are we done yet? I got lunch plans.
I move to adjourn.
Do I hear a second? Hell, I'll second it myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Adjourn. Let's go eat.
So, how'd it go?
I think you have a project.
And here's your scungili salad, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
No bread for me, please? Some on Atkins.
Atkins is dead. He fell down, smack, right in the middle of Manhattan. Some died.
Well, it works for me. No more bat wings under here. I look better now than I did 20 years ago.
I like the color.
What?
Color your hair. It's a lot less Johnny Cash.
It's my hairstylist, Lizzie Munro in Manningtree. She does good. You know her?
Yeah, I know her.
She said you gave her the cold shoulder. Did you? Did you give her the cold shoulder?
What is this, the 3rd degree?
You know, I promised your mother on the day she died that I would look after you. Make sure you went to Mass, make sure your hair was combed. But you're a man now. I try to stay out of your business.
It's a good idea.
So, I was surprised when Lizzie told me about this Disneyland thing and how you brushed her off.
Disneyland? What are you talking about?
That big, crazy shopping mall.
Now, wait a minute. If you're talking about Cortona, that's a beautiful plan. Beautiful condo stores, restaurants.
In Old Town?
Yeah, but I don't want to discuss it. I just want to eat.
You know, I don't get you, Anthony. Didn't you tell me that you were going to pick up some of those old buildings while the market was not so good? Fix them up? Isn't that what you said at Carla Presamenti's daughter's confirmation?
I do not recall.
Oh, phone.
There's nothing quite like the Manhattan skyline. They say that architecture is frozen music.
Some architecture.
It embodies every aspiration, everything powerful about this country.
I don't know. Sometimes I think it looks like a graveyard with the stones pointing up out of the ground. Am I a bit dark?
Not at all. A bit poetic, maybe. Do you know Sir Noel Paton? He was a painter. Scottish. I studied him at university. He also wrote poetry, and he had the most fantastic sense of the visual. The plaited ghosts of buried centuries were mustering in the glen with bow and spear, and shadowy hounds taunt the shadowy deer. Mixing phantasmal swordplay, o'er the eyes of wrath and pain immortal, wander o'er love scenes where human footsteps come no more.
You're the poetic one, Warren.
You bring it out in me.
Oh, hello, sir.
Heading home?
Oh, yeah, it's American Idol night. Good night, Mr. Barry.
Oh, Tim. When you're done here, you have to get to those floors.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a dry lake bed in there.
Gotcha.
I mean, perceivable dirt.
No problem, Mr. Berry.
Good. Good.
I would love to have seen this mill when it was up and running. Must have been grand. The water turning the enormous wheel, the yarn all coming together on the loom, warp and weft. Dead marvelous. And electricity reared its ugly head, put this old beauty out of business.
That's progress, Lizzie. Did you know my grandparents were Scottish?
Liar.
Dundee.
Yeah, you're pulling my leg, Mr. Grant.
I learned about progress from them. About Scotland, that was the birthplace of modern physics and chemistry. James Dewar, Charles McIntosh, Thomas Graham. Those were my heroes growing up. Progress is a good thing, Lizzie.
You're nearly perfect, aren't you?
What do we have here?
What does it look like?
Ishkabaha.
Right you are. To better living through chemistry.
Scottish chemistry. Sláinte.
Yeah.
Hey, pal. Tell me, did someone die?
No, the guy just sold up.
So what does this mean?
It means that the North Sea Assets project will be a done deal.
I will not sell. Then the bulldozers will come roaring down the street. Either way, you lose.
Why can't you face reality? Take the money that they offer and go.
Surrender? Never.
Jesus, whose side are you on, Mehar?
I am on the side of progress.
Sometimes progress blows, dude.
Do you want to go work for Ultra Cuts? Because I don't.
Do you think we need another strip mall in town?
I don't want to live in McManningtree.
So, whose side are you on?
This one's nice, honey. Hun?
I don't know. This one's pretty good, Lenny. You can go real soft. or pretty darn firm.
Yeah, I don't know, Dee. Those are expensive little units.
Oh, come on now, honey. It'll last forever. It'll be the last mattress we ever own. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Besides, we've got some extra cash in the bank now. We can get the pillow tops for the kids and treat ourselves to something really special. Think of your bad back. And you know everything comes ready to go. Fitted and flat sheets, 2 pillowcases apiece. Are you listening? Isn't that Lizzie Munro?
I'm looking for the mayor.
Well, he's not here right now.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
These look delicious.
You like them, huh, cannoli? Oh, I have this little old man up in Hoboken. Makes them special. He does all my baking for events and stuff. You know, Alta Society, Bridge Club, you name it.
Just black.
No? Okay. Ah. Oh, I shouldn't. For my sins. Mm. Mm. Girl, I asked you to come here for a reason, Lizzie. My beloved nephew, Tiny Provenzano, is no friend of yours.
Well, he's on the wrong side of the old town fight.
No, no, no. He is your enemy.
My enemy? Now that's a bit dramatic.
No. He is in bed with the developer, North Star.
Do you mean North Sea?
North Sea. Tiny has been making offers on buildings up and down Main Street. He's throwing money around like an intoxicated sailor.
But Connie, how can Tiny afford that? He has one mattress store.
Cheap money, Lizzie. Cheap money and bribes from North Sea in exchange for Tiny's influence. Tiny is going to make millions from ground leases and tax incentives from his piece of the project. You don't look well, honey. Have a bite of your cannoli.
What do you say we double it on this haul? Make it 200?
That makes it 200, right? See what he's got. Oh!
Nice shot.
See what you got, Tiny.
Warren, darling, that's Lizzie. I need your consulting expertise. Call me as soon as you get this. All right, love. Bye.
3 shots. Take him 3
You
shots.
think 3?
Out of here. You watch.
Look at him, he looks like a beached whale over there in that sand. Oh. We got all day.
Let's go. Bollocks.
Hello, Mr. Brown. Thomas, how are you? Very well, thank you, sir.
I'm dreaming.
How's the new baby? Very good, thanks. That's great. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Holy shit.
Bastard.
Men are beasts. We should know.
You know what an idiot I am.
That's the trouble with this world. No loyalty, no honesty. And honor's out the window.
What a fool I've been.
Lizzie, honey, we're behind you. Whatever you do. Don't worry, Lizzie.
and I watch a shadow on the ground. I see the world go round and round, turning round in my head till the day fades in the sky. When the sun runs down the window pane, I'm lying in my lonely bed, dreaming now. I feel you there, and I know your love surrounding me. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not, 'cause I know you are near me in the night. I'm not afraid of the dark. I have no fear when you are near in the dark.
I'm afraid we're beat before we even had a chance to get started, Dad. May have to give this place up. Damn it, I know I should fight.
Give him hell, girlie.
I'll give him more than that, Mr. Sivney. Tell him I have something to say.
Hey, everybody, listen up. Listen up. Lizzie has something to say.
Hello, Manningtree. I want to thank you for coming out on a Monday night. Now, I hope the bartender has treated you all well. And you've all had something to eat. The drinks are on me tonight. Tomorrow, the fate of our dear little town will be decided. Will we be buried by developers and politicians bought and paid for? No. Or will we let them know what we think of their silly Cortona? Are you ready to fight? And I'll see you at Town Hall. Bring everyone you know. Bring your wee bairns and your grannies if you have to. Just show up. Here's to you.
Will you go with me, go to the hills of Balwither, where the wildflowers grow on the stony hills of heather? Will you go with me, go? I will build you
Just a wee trim, Jax.
Trim it is.
This man has no shame. Go away, Warren. As far as you can get.
Come on, just open the door.
A welcome a last walk-in, Mr. Brown. My services are available by appointment only. Now you slither on home to Fifth Avenue and leave us alone.
Listen, I was just trying to help you come to terms with the inevitable.
The inevitable? Is that what you call a roll in the hay? I was falling in love with you, Warren. You and your Scottish grandparents, and your Gaelic, and your poetry. But it's all just a lot of bollocks, isn't it?
You're wrong.
Up your kilt with a banger.
Can I see one of those, please? Sure. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Good work, lassies.
Oh my God! Dude, we should run for president.
We should. Ladies and gentlemen, after you.
All right. Council will convene in 5 minutes.
All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bonnie, first item, please.
Item 1A, appreciation of Ruth McDuff, retiring president of the Senior Citizens Forum. Item 1B, proclamation recognition of International Mail Carriers Day. Item 2A, approval of Sanitation Department budget increase. Item 3A, budget increase for town council trip to Yokohama. Item 6, formation of study group for arts funding. Item 8F, certification of the EIR, Cortona Mixed Use Project.
Order. Order.
First speaker, Martha Rue.
I want this town to be, for my son, the way I grew up here. Thumbs down on Cartona. For the sake of our children and our future, just say no to Cartona.
Remember, we voted you in, we can vote you out.
Mayor is a disgrace. You ought to be ashamed.
My father owned a motorcycle shop here for 10 years. We want to keep it that way.
This is our town, and we're not going to let you take it.
The worst thing that has ever happened in this town, we have to stop it. All of us, we have to stop it.
What kind of projects are bad for Manningtree, New Jersey, and the United States? Local-owned businesses are the way to go.
Who does this town belong to anyway? It belongs to us, all
We
of
the
us.
people say no to Cortona.
I don't want to live in McManningtree.
Stop this travesty!
I will fight, so Cortona will never happen here.
This is for the people, all of the people. And besides, I need a place to get my hair done.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You can't play with people's lives.
Manningtree should stay just the way it is. That's the kind of place I want my kids to grow up.
The last speaker, Lizzie Munro.
Mr. Mayor, members of the Town Council, my name is Elizabeth Munro. Most of you know that. I work and live here in Manningtree. You probably know that too. I guess you can tell I'm from Scotland if you don't know me already. We Scots have a long and proud history in America. We signed your Declaration of Independence. We lived in your White House more than a few times. We invented your telephone. We're Lucille Ball and Jimmy Stewart, Ulysses S. Grant, Davy Crockett, and Neil Armstrong. We're even Jackson Pollock, for God's sake. So it's important to me to live up to all that. You can.
We're not here for a history lesson, Ms. Munro.
Right. In my hometown in Scotland, William Wallace, Braveheart, stood his ground against the English on Stirling Bridge. Against insurmountable odds, he and his people routed the English invaders that day. That was September 11th. In the year 1297, and like you, we Scots have a long memory. But I'm sad to say that some Scotsmen have forgotten who they are and where they come from. And when you pledge allegiance to the almighty dollar, or euro, or whatever you have in your pocket, you've lost your citizenship in the human race.
Can you get to the point, please?
That is the point, Tiny.
For Christ's sakes, Aunt Connie, can you let me do my thing here?
A town, this town, is a place to live and work and raise your family. A town is not an amusement park. It's not a chain store. It's not a bloody ATM machine for developers and city officials.
That's it. Time's up.
I'm not finished.
You are finished. Could we get the police here and clear the room?
Point of order, Mr. Mayor. We don't have a police department.
Bonnie, call the roll. Bonnie, are you thick? Call the roll.
Item 8F, certification of environmental impact report.
You can't vote until the people have been heard.
For Christ's sakes, Bonnie, will you call the roll
Mayor
here?
Provenzano, let me finish.
Miss Munro, I am the chairman of this town council. And when I say that your testimony is over, your testimony is over.
Mr. Mayor, what about our bloody Constitution?
Excuse me?
Well, what about it? You have to let her speak. She's waited for nearly 6 hours. This is a public hearing. Don't be a silly man.
Bonnie, cut to the chase here. Call the roll.
The question is before the council. All those in favor?
No.
All those in favor?
No. The applicant withdraws.
Excuse me, but you can't do that. You can't do that.
I just did.
God bless America.
Hey, Jax.
Dude, your 10 o'clock canceled.
Really? She told me she was eloping tonight.
It's off.
Bummer.
Lizzie, may I have a word with you, please? A small token of my esteem. Take it. Hang tough, Miss Braveheart. Alba Gabra.
Scotland forever.
To be